Zatorland is a small amusement park located just a short drive away from Energylandia in Zator, Poland. They're known for having the world's largest collection of animatronic dinosaurs, which I cannot emphasize is actually huge. This pathway absolutely goes on forever. It feels like it's never going to end. But that's only one of the attractions that they have here. They're also home to 2 roller coasters, a couple family-friendly flat rides, and lots of different interactive elements like playground equipment and stuff. We went here on a pretty spontaneous visit. We only spent about an hour and a half in the park. We definitely were not the target audience for this place, like it is a kids park first and foremost, but it was still fun to check out. So in this review, I'm going to talk about everything that you can expect with the park if you find yourself in this part of Poland and are interested in visiting. Now, first off, one of the things that stood out to me was right when you park and look at the entrance, you can even see how it's Jurassic Park inspired. Like the big arch is right there, except it says Zatorland. It's honestly pretty funny. But in all seriousness, it is a fairly grand entrance, so I was impressed. The park is pretty affordable. It's about $18 per adult. We thought all the theme parks in Poland were pretty reasonably priced. Again, I know that the exchange rate in Poland helps you out if you're visiting from outside the country. But even so, with it being a kids park, I mean, it's not going to be very expensive. So you get a wristband right when you enter. And when you walk in, you're greeted with a dragon wagon that has a swing launch. You go backwards first. It's pretty funny. This is one of the many rides in the park that is kind of carnival style. Like, it doesn't look like it's built on a permanent structure. It was kind of bizarre though, because right when we first got here, it was actually closed for a short period of time, and we were told that it would reopen. I'm assuming that this is done because of staffing. Like, I've seen this before where many of the employees will kind of rotate between rides, so that's probably what was going on here. But they also have like a little frisbee, there's a Ferris wheel, their second roller coaster is a wacky worm. That's actually fairly new, it only opened in 2022. You'll find lots of different like playground equipment style things scattered about. There's a slide that we all went down, which was kind of fun. The goofiest thing we found is that at one point we climbed into a wagon that gently rocked back and forth while a TV played some scenes on it at one end. Like, if you played something on your phone while someone gently rocked your car back and forth, it would be just as immersive as this ride was. It was hilarious. One of the cooler things we did was at one point we walked into this upside down house. It was like 2 different levels, and it was a really cool optical illusion because it made you feel like you're upside down because everything else is upside down. I liked it. It was really neat. But to kind of help fit with this like dinosaur, like prehistoric theme, you'll find like giant creatures scattered everywhere. Like, there's this big cricket right next to the wacky worm, but most of the creatures are of course in that walkthrough, which I think was way bigger than like any of us expected. I mean, the movement of these creatures are pretty simple, but it's the size and scale of this walk that gets you. Like, you think it's over and then it just keeps on going. You have no idea what to expect when you enter. It's like deceivingly huge. But of course they have signs like explaining like which each of the dinosaurs are. At one point, there's a museum like partway through that you can walk in, which is nice that they have like an indoor area of it. At one point, the giant T-Rex peed on the pathway. That was kind of funny because it can like, you know, hit guests below it. Don't worry, it's just water. One thing I wish we had done is I didn't realize that at the end of that walkthrough, it actually opens up into this completely like hidden Greek mythology land in the back of the park. It's called Mythology Park, and there's lots of statues on water, which are very cool looking. Of course, everything Greek inspired. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad we missed this. It low-key like looks like the best part of the park. But we had no idea it was coming because we were just surrounded by trees and it just seemed like it was dinosaur after dinosaur, and we expected to loop back around and then we'd go back. So if you go here, try and check that out. So overall, what did I think of Zatorland? Well, I was definitely surprised at the amount of things to do here, especially if you're a kid. Like, there were several attractions here that you had to be 36 inches or under to do. So I think the kids will love it, especially since so many of them love dinosaurs so much. If you're a coaster enthusiast, just about the only reason that you'd want to go here is probably to do that +2 on your credit count, you know, with the Wacky Worm and Dragon Wagon. But I mean, you know, when I think about other kids parks, this one definitely felt like different and unique from all of the others. So I can appreciate it for what it is. I am curious how the park has been performing with Energylandia so close. Like, they have a ton of kids attractions there. So how many people are going to choose to go to Zatorland when you could bring the whole family to Energylandia, and there's plenty for the kids to do there. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting to think about. But let me know down in the comments below if you've been to Zatorland, what you thought of it, if this review helped you, if you're planning a visit to Poland, and of course stay tuned for more roller coaster and amusement park reviews here at Coaster Studios, and I'll see you next time.